Oh, hey, well, hello. Oh, you're literally gonna feed me a drop of water like a little like a hamster? Okay. Well, wet the whistle a little bit, I guess. I don't. All right. What is even happening here? I don't know. I don't mean any offense. I'm not making fun. I'm not making fun of any of this. This is like my creative idea to get people informed about what's going on, you know? Make up this, the whole idea of this guy is like he's supposed to be my dad, and I'm dealing with the trauma of my own life, you know, through this performance, or I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Hey, I know what it feels like. My brother died. He's gone. He took a fatal overdose of heroin mixed with fentanyl and died in a basement apartment in Red Deer, Alberta. That was it. I get it. The magnitude of the numbers of this crisis is what really drove me to do this. Is I think about how my family felt when we lost Harold, and I know you all felt the same way, and just how many of us there are. It's just like, and then the government to ignore that, you're just going to ignore that. It just blows my mind. It's sickening. It's sickening. That's why I'm here. That's why I did this. That's why I'm doing this. Because they're not doing anything. You know, all the things you're saying, like, I'm not the expert on harm reduction. You know, I have my history of drugs. That's not a secret. I'm lucky to be alive myself. If that shit was out when I was coming up, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be dead too. I got out before fentanyl. I got off the bus. Thankfully for me. But so many people didn't. And they're gone. And they're just gone at this rate is astronomical. And to have it silenced is unacceptable. And I'm not going to stand for it. And I know a lot of good people that I've connected through this project are not going to stand for it. There's amazing people doing amazing things every day. All these partners in this project every day go out and do the amazing work, making difference, saving people. It's selfless work. You know, there's actions going on out there. Drug User Liberation Front, you know, they're testing drugs and giving out clean samples of drugs, you know, as a model to show the federal government, look, it can be done. You're wrong. Again, surprise. Now do it. You know, we can do it. I don't know how many people are there. They're like 5 people. Like the federal government, you know, they print money. Like you can do that. You can save lives. You can make a safe supply. You can decriminalize. Paraphernalia is still illegal in some provinces. You can have a bail condition that won't let you have a clean needle in your pocket. A clean needle can be illegal. 2021. Figure it out. Like this is happening. We're losing people, and it's preventable. And yeah, I just put this together with my sisters, my idea, and we're just trying to raise some money, and we're trying to make some noise. This is the whole idea. Get some attention. So you don't even have to give money. If you don't have money, if you're broke, I get it. I'm broke. You know, I'm a working stiff. I'm down there. I'm living hand to mouth. I know what it is. I haven't donated myself. I hope to save some money before it's over to donate myself to this fundraiser. I haven't yet. It's my time, I'm giving like that. If you don't have money, you could give your time. You could spread the word. You could tell people about this. I think there's a lot of good information in this project that people could learn from. And specifically, I think like the people in the government should watch this and see what's going on. Like they just like live in oblivion. I don't know. It's a lot. You lose somebody, and if it's preventable, like, then then you really have some questions. Like, well, what are you doing? What have you done since? How many people lost people? I know I just wanted to scream. Like, when I had to go back to work, I had to go put together like 200 crack kits and 200 needle kits in a harm reduction group with my peers that I had organized there. And it was like cruel, like what? And life was just going on. I just wanted to scream. Like, what don't you know my brother's dead? Like, I'm like I'm all broken and you're just eating a sandwich, and then multiply that by as many people who died, and there's like thousands and thousands of kids and their moms and dads and their brothers and sisters, and their whole family's lives are just shattered, and just fucking go on and then watch the government do nothing, and then here's my taxes, and here's my everything. Like, you don't get my vote. I can vote no. Like, stop it. This needs to change, like, now. Like 20 years ago. It's garbage. There's no excuse for it. Answer for it. Answer for everything. You got a lot to answer for. I know there's other things going on. We could have a telethon a day for 24 hours. We could run a telethon for a year for all the problems that the government is creating. Fix it. Just fix it. Listen to people. You got to listen. And then answer the call. Like, you're accountable. You just leave us here broken. And we're the people of your country. And we're, I don't know. This has been a lot, this project. I've learned a lot about trauma, and I've really been studying and trying to learn. I'm just a student. Like I said, I'm not the expert on anything. And I've just been listening and learning, and then trying to share with you what I've learned. I'm just kind of try to moderate it, put it together and share it, package it up, and maybe sell it to where people want to pay attention for once. I don't, I've seen the damage that this does to people. First hand, second hand, third hand, fourth hand, fifth hand. You look and it's everywhere. I don't, it's the same way I got off drugs myself in the first place. It's just the luck of the draw that I'm just still around, that I got, and then you got your survivor guilt from that. Like, what am I doing here? All these people I know are dead and I'm not. Why didn't they get to have families and have a life, a chance? You don't know. I'll share one thing with you though that I did learn. Now that I've done this and I've broken down the fourth wall here to talk with you. And I'll tell you something cool I learned about the difference between grief and self-pity. Now, when someone you love dies, you get a backpack full of rocks. Okay, automatically. They're gone, the backpack is there. And it's full of heavy rocks. Depending on how much you love them and how, then you get more rocks the more you love them. And that's it. That's what you get. This big heavy backpack full of rocks. Now you get to walk down the road with your rocks. And there you go. That's what you get. And they're heavy. And they make that journey nearly impossible, especially in the beginning, because it's too much. It's just weighing you down. And then on your path, you're going to meet other people who have like a matching backpack. Maybe they lost the same person and that's where they got the backpack. And you can share with them about that person that you lost. And laugh and talk about them and just remember them. And then you get to leave a rock. You both get to leave a rock. And then make your way down the road. And your load is a little heavy, a little lighter. You drop the rock. And then the more you can do that, with the more people that you shared that person with, the lighter your load will be. Until it's manageable. Because you're always going to have a couple rocks. The backpack is with you now for the rest of your life. And beyond. But when you share with people and talk about it, you can lighten your load. You can lighten other people's loads. And it helps, and it makes it lighter, and it makes it more manageable, and it makes it more easier to get down the road, because you got to get down the road eventually. You can't just sit when you realize how heavy that rock backpack is. You can't just sit forever. You can't just sit down and die. You got to live, and you got to go down the path. That's grief. That's good grieving. Sharing with people. And doing what you can to make it more manageable for yourself to live this life with this backpack you have now. Now the difference with self-pity is these guys sneak in line and they grab a backpack for themselves too. And they throw it on. They probably would have got a good, healthy, grieving backpack full of rocks if they just waited in line, but they snuck up front and grabbed theirs and were like, whoa, wow, look how heavy my backpack is. I got the heaviest backpack at all the backpackers. Oh, dig my backpack. And that's their whole thing is look at me and look how, feel my, look how many rocks are in there. That's a heavy backpack, right? Like how heavy is your backpack? Is it that heavy? Not as heavy as my backpack. And they never share anything. It's always about them. It's not about sharing and dumping a rock and lightening the load. It's about dig me and how heavy my backpack is. And that's the difference between healthy grieving and self-pity. One of them's healthy and one of them's shitty. Somebody told me that when I needed to hear it most. I hope it can help somebody out there. I hope this can help. I hope it's helping. I don't know. I got nothing but love. I have hope for the future and the people of this country. Not the people in power, but the people who really have the power, the bottom of the pyramid. Our strength's in numbers. You put them together, flip that over, we got them. Be strong. People are counting on you. It does get easier. My mom gave me some good advice when my brother died. She told me not to worry because in 15 years it wouldn't hurt quite as bad. So hang in there. It's true. It's been over 4, and you know, you know, it's more manageable. I'm dumping my rocks, and I can carry my backpack and do my thing. I can do this. You know, there's a lot of things we can do. Let's just do it together. If you need help, contact one of these organizations. They are great. I researched them and handpicked them myself. They're amazing. And if they can't get you right where you're at, they're going to know somebody who's closest to you in whatever area you're in the country. We've connected the country with this thing, is the point of it. And just be good to each other. Help each other. All the answers are in this program. We laid it out. It's there. Like, they know what to do. Like, we all know what to do. Like I said about the vacuum, like, we want to get it out of the vacuum and get everyone to hear this. Like, get on board with this and support this. We've been telling them what they need to do, and then now they just need to do it. And we're waiting, you know. So do it, you know, and just keep fighting. All of you out there, just keep fighting. You know, I know you got a backpack. I got mine too. It feels heavier sometimes because you get tired, but just keep going down the path and keep on. And you're doing good work, and we see you. That's the whole point of this, is we see what you're doing. We hear you. It's resonating. It's echoing. It's reaching us across the whole country. We know what you're doing. We see you. We hear you. We love you. We thank you. Just keep it up. Never stop. My brother from another mother, James Bridges, died while we were doing this project from an overdose. My best friend. And he was made of love. Made of love. His brother before him passed under different circumstances, but his whole message was to cultivate love. And these are people who inspired me in my life. And one of them said, cultivate love purely, you know, from their heart and soul. And the other brother said, oh, I'm made of love, you know, because you gotta have a little bit of both. I think they were the yin and the yang that we all need to see. Like, you want to cultivate love because, you know, a little, save some for yourself, right? I mean, we want the drugs, we want the dope. So give us the good stuff. Keep us alive. This was here before us, it'll be here after us. There's no shame in it. Talk about it. Share your stories. Own it. Who cares? You can't be fired. You know, they're fired. Fire them. Government's fired. You know, cultivate love because you're made of love. I'm Joe Amero, and I approve this message.